Hey there, everybody. Welcome to our Dancing with the Stars Season 29 reaction. This is week 2. I am not supposed to be this sad so early. Like, the last season, I'm sorry, we're just getting right into this here. Last season, I got Kel the whole time.
You did?
I had Kel's Corner, ongoing segment. I had In the Treehouse with Oak, which I was very excited to do for at least 3 weeks. I thought I was at least going to have 3 weeks of Charles Oakley.
And he improved tonight, so I actually thought we were going to have more of him too. You see how excited Emma was with that 15? She was cheering right off the floor.
Yeah, Oak was happy. This was one of the better things that Oak has done, other than, like, you know, having to talk about Michael Jordan in a documentary earlier this year. But, like, I'm so mad about a lot of things, but we'll kick this video off. Before we do and talk about the performances, the results, so much more, if you guys do like this discussion, give us a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, support us further, check those links to the store and our Patreon.
All right, well, let's talk about this elimination here, because it was kind of strange all around, from losing Oak, from Tyra being like, in no particular order, here's the last person that's being safe. I was like, what? What do you mean in no particular order? There's only one person left. What are you talking about?
In no particular order, Tyra, I am upset. Like, I am saying that, but this is the thing. I think they got rid of Oak because they have decided that Carole Baskin is more interesting.
Yep.
There is legitimately, and I just looked this up, a headline entitled, "The 12 Greatest Charles Oakley Fights." How is Charles Barkley, not Charles Barkley, he's also interesting. Why is Charles Oakley not entertaining enough for you guys? He once supposedly punched John Sally in the face for making fun of Michael Jordan. Like, how is he? This is the man 2020 needs. They never let Oak be Oak. That's why he's gone.
I know. I feel that Carole she has also improved. I enjoyed that dance. They need to drop all this cat stuff. I get why it's happening or whatever. But that dance that she did tonight, she did a really good job. And if they had dropped the Pussycat song and all the cat stuff, that dance could have gone from, like, you know, good to, like, pretty good, like a little bit better. It would have been taken a little more seriously. And I think that they're kind of just like, I don't know, putting her down a hole with this cat stuff. It's not doing her any favors anymore.
It's just shtick, and I just think, you know, my personal bias towards former Toronto Raptor Charles Oakley aside, it's just like, I just feel like, yes, he is tall. Yes, that makes him awkward. Yes, he is not a good dancer. All of these things are true, but I don't see it with Carole. I don't understand where the fan base is going to be with. I don't know where the Carole Baskin super fans are voting for what we saw tonight.
There aren't any. That's why she had to be saved by the judges, and because she's more controversial, that's why this is happening. Also, there was no time for Derek. Let's talk about that for just a second. Listen, I really miss Tom a lot, and I'm getting over it because I have no choice. But the problem is Tyra is just not there. I could feel it from Carrie Ann tonight, where she felt like, I could see it, she's getting rushed. It's like, quick with what you have to say, and it's every single time, to the point that Derek finally just got up at one point and was like, good job, because that's all the time I have. And I was like, yeah, I am feeling that every single time, and I want to hear what the judges have to say.
Here is the problem, or at least how I'm interpreting the problem, is it feels like the judges are being really, really rushed. And then Tyra is, like, spending, like, 2 minutes with everybody. I'm exaggerating, but Tyra is spending all this time with them, asking these questions after the fact, after the judges, that feel very scripted. And then it's like they're not hearing her properly, and then she's repeating them. Or then she's kind of like the Johnny Gaga bit. That was like a full minute. It was just, like, cringeworthy. And it's just like, okay, you need to be more flexible, Tyra. And this is not all going to be a critique on Tyra. It's just that she doesn't really have the live TV groove down at all.
No, I feel like the judges are really an afterthought. they're getting very rushed through it, and then there's more time with Tyra as a host being with the contestants, and there needs to be a better balance of that. And I'm still hoping that that's going to come with more time and more experience. It needs to come, because I do want to hear from the judges, and I think the contestants also want to hear from the judges. They're getting critiques so that they can be better.
Yeah, I just, the flow is weird. Maybe it'll get better as there are fewer contestants, because there are fewer contestants because you guys screwed over Oak and got rid of him. I'm blaming every one of you out there who did not vote for Oak as well. I'm calling everyone out. This is going to be like that time Oak got thrown out of Madison Square Garden. I wouldn't want to go to a Knicks game either, Oak. I understand.
Oh my goodness.
All right, we'll get into the actual dancing here. Do you want to start with Neve?
I think he did a good job tonight. I really like Neve. I think he's going to go pretty far in this.
I think he's likable. I think he's interesting. I kind of like hearing him sort of talk about how his life was changed, and it was a fun way to start the show. I mean, I gotta say, I'm not thumbs up on the chest hair. The chest hair was let's listen. I am a hairy man. I understand, but.
Listen, he's owning who he is. He's comfortable in who he is. Good for you, Neve.
John Draper stuff going on there. That's all I gotta say about that. I've got something else to say about Skye, though.
Oh, okay. That stumble tonight really made me feel so bad, because I like her so much, and her first performance was so good. And even after that stumble, she picked back up right away and kept going, without any further problems. And I hope that that's why she was kept, that people understand that things happen. But the fact that she was able to pick back up and keep on going, I just love her.
In no universe, I know she had the slip up. I understand all of that, but in no universe should Carole Baskin have a better score than Skye Jackson.
Agreed.
She was better in every other second of this performance than Carole Baskin was at all through anything I have seen from her on Dancing with the Stars. I'm sorry, she should not have the same score as Oak, and I love Oak, and I am ridiculously biased.
Oh, I agree. I think that even with that stumble, she was. Her scores were way too low. Come on.
Johnny Weir is something's not really fully lining up here, because I expected, I think, Johnny Weir in my head to be the greatest Dancing with the Stars contestant of all time, and it hasn't quite gotten there, and I really want it to.
I think it's pretty good. I mean, I think I expected him to translate well from ice skating to dancing, because he's so familiar with his body. He can move so well. He's so flexible. He's so graceful that I expected him to do this on the dance floor, and I think he is. I could do without all the name dropping, but the rest of it was great. I love him.
I don't know. If Johnny Weir's gonna do this, I need it to happen every week from now on. I need him to pluck some other incredibly famous person every single time, and by the end of it, he's gonna be like, I remember when I was talking to the Queen one day, and the Queen gave me the inspiration. Drop bigger and bigger. I don't know how you top Lady Gaga, but
the Queen.
There you go. I like Johnny Weir. I hope he does well. This was good. It just wasn't amazing, and I know he can be.
Justina is amazing. Amazing. I really love this. And I love that we've gone from this really energetic dance to something that is more flowing and graceful. It is showing me that she really is someone who is going to last in this competition.
I really like her.
I know.
I'm so in on her, and I think that makes it easier to like her when she dances, because I think she just embodies sort of the spirit. It's such a hokey thing to say, but it's the spirit of kind of what this show is, and she seems to really just be enjoying being out there and learning a new skill and having fun with it.
Yeah, and learning a new skill. She's so naturally good at this.
Yes, she's really good at this, and it's a pleasure to watch her, and it's just not like that with everyone else, honestly.
Yeah, let's talk about Monica here. So she's okay. She's good, but I'm just not having a connection. I don't know what it is. There was something about this dance that just felt kind of stuck, if that makes any sense. It just wasn't flowing for me.
The only thing that this really did for me is that every time I hear Shake It Off, I think about, like, the Supernatural parody with, like, Jensen Ackles dancing to a Supernatural version of it. That's the only thing that entered my head. Like, I was just, it just wasn't exciting to me enough. I kept getting distracted.
And then there was, like, the whole weird thing again with Tyra, who was, like, talking about toilet paper being on Monica's shoe, where we all know that there actually wasn't. But Tyra, for some reason, thought that there was, and the joke was getting really, like, weird with her. I don't know, man. It was strange.
Yeah, I don't know with Monica. I'm not really feeling her on the show all that much, and it's different with other people. Like, AJ, to me, I liked him more this week than I did week one. Fellow member of the Bald Brotherhood. AJ... You might become the new person I have to be ridiculously over the top excited about. I'm not sure yet. I may need you to audition for this, AJ. So give me a Zoom call.
Yeah, no, AJ was great. I really enjoyed him. I enjoyed him last week. I enjoyed him this week. I'm so happy he will be staying for a while with his fan base.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. And I'll say Anne Heche was someone I was actually kind of worried about was going to be like the sneaky first elimination. But it didn't happen. She's solid. I kind of liked her first dance better, though. I thought it was a little bit crazier.
Yeah, it was crazier, but I actually like this one better.
I just think the thing with her is she embodies the dance all right, but I feel like I need something. I don't know what it is yet. I think I just need something a little bit more with the performances. It's like I've come to like her so much, but the dances, they're just not living up to the personality.
Okay, let's talk about Nelly. I love him so much. He's so charismatic on the floor, off the floor, beautiful smile. I just like everything about him, and he improved.
I like his shoes a lot. Like,
I love that he had shoes made so that they still look like sneakers.
Yeah, like, I appreciate him not going full Master P from, like, season 2 when he refused to wear the dancing shoes and everybody just started basically giving him twos out of anger.
It's cool that he found a workaround.
Yeah. Compromise. There you go, Nelly. It's kind of suiting your style, though. I got to imagine I never envisioned the man who sang Hot in Here doing like a disco-inspired routine on Dancing with the Stars.
It was so great.
It was so weird. I like him.
I think you mean great.
Okay, let's not get crazy here. I don't know how many dances qualified for great. I got one later that I'm gonna be all in on. It's not Chrishell Stause, but I gotta say, redemption is spelled, Chrishell. Thank you, judges, for realizing that she's getting better. I like this routine a lot, though. I thought she was legitimately really good.
She was really good. She was also really good last week, too, and I think she got really super underscored, so I'm glad that they scored her properly this time, because this doesn't feel like she's overscored, like they were trying to fix what they did to her last week. She deserved this score. I really liked it. I just like her. I really do.
Crazy thought. I have not heard This Is Me from The Greatest Showman in about 5 months. Mm-hmm. And there was a period of time when every time I heard this song, I heard it single-handedly on every single show known to mankind.
Yes.
I wanted to, like, throw myself through a window. I'm now, though, at the point, because I haven't heard it, I was like, you know, I'm kind of in on this song now. Like, I was, like, kind of going around here. I was like, yeah, this is me. Come on, I feel triumphant. I was like, yeah, Chrishell. What is wrong with me?
I don't know.
Okay, we've already talked about Oak, so I know he performed. I'm not gonna live in my misery.
Okay. We'll move on to Jessie.
Jessie is good. I know there are Jessie fans out there. I've seen them in the comments.
For sure.
I'm trying to get in on it. Maybe I'm just jealous because he's so good looking. I don't know. I'm not fully connecting with him.
I think we're all jealous that we're not as good looking as Jessie, but I do think that he's doing a good job, but I am also not connecting with him, and I hope that they're going to have sort of a package that opens up more about him so that I can make some sort of connection with him, because I haven't really seen anything that he's in, and everyone just talks about how good looking he is all the time. There's got to be more going on with Jessie. I feel like there is, so I hope the show gives it to me.
I also hope the show gives us next season on Dancing with the Stars. It's Jeannie Mai's mom entering the ballroom.
I love Jeannie so much. I loved her so much last week. She had like so much energy. I loved her dance this week. She is one of my favorites.
She is fun. I like her humor. I like her personality. I thought her dance tonight was really, really good. I still think her first one may have been better still. Like, she's probably the second person I think that with this episode. But I am rooting for her. Like, I think she's going to get better and better. And because I think she's so comfortable sort of being in front of the camera already. Mm-hmm. Like, she just pops off the screen so much better than some other people.
Okay, we've already talked a bit about Carole. Drop all the cat stuff. Let her just have a dance. I think that she can continue to improve, and if you just get away from all that cheesiness with the rawr and the cats and just let it all go. Tonight was better. I feel like there's some potential there. I don't know how much, but there's more there.
Vernon, it's time you and I have a talk.
Oh dear.
I lost Oak.
You're
gonna be my new guy now, Vernon. It has been decided tonight. I knew very little about you before this season.
Okay, 8 minutes ago, AJ was your guy with the Bald Brotherhood.
It was close. Vernon is also in the Bald Brotherhood. That's point number one. There was something about him that really appealed to me, and I don't know because I have literally zero in common with Vernon Davis whatsoever, but it was just something hearing him about talking that he kind of made all of his dreams come true when he won the title with the Broncos, and I felt emotionally for that story. It's like, oh, what do I need to do with my life now? I've kind of got it all sort of figured out, and he came out, and I was really in on the performance. Like, I know he didn't get the best score, but this was my favorite dance of the night. Like, I really, really liked it.
I really liked getting to know him more because I don't know anything about sports ball at all. So, hearing that sort of thing, that he was with the team for like 10 years and then they traded him and his heart was broken, but that he was able to then go on to win the Super Bowl or whatever. I was like, this is a really cool story of sort of taking a bit of a heartbreak and turning it into something really, really amazing.
I gotta come up with a good name for a Vernon Davis segment, but I have a problem here, Vernon. Your name is Vernon. Nothing rhymes with it, and it starts with a V. This is not as easy.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Give me your ideas in the comments.
If you've made it 17 minutes into the video, we will entertain all ideas at this point.
Yeah, really, honestly. Okay, we'll conclude with Kaitlyn Bristowe. They really tried to milk this injury as long as they could on the show tonight.
They seem to have an injury every single season, and I get that this happens. You're being physical. This is basically like a sport. You are out there using your body, so yeah, there's going to be injuries. But it does seem like every season now we are getting a segment where, is somebody not going to perform? And then they always do.
This is the thing. I thought at one point they were legit going to bring out, and here is Kaitlyn's doctor to tell us about Kaitlyn. The moment we're we're having an interview midway through with their partner where it's sort of talking all about it.
Yeah, it's not that often that we see somebody leave. I know we did last time with, now I'm losing her name, but we had her daughter Sailor come in, Christy Brinkley.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen very often. Mostly it is this, where it's a segment of, are they gonna dance? And then they do.
One last pet peeve I have, and I held up two fingers there, but it's only one. One more pet peeve I have. It's late. I'm getting crazy. Okay, so why are you guys not introducing the pros by their full names anymore? It's just like, here's Artem, here's Jenna. It's like, if you're a new Dancing with the Stars viewer, how are you going to look up these people and really know who they are?
Especially for the new dancers that are here, because there are people who are pros for the first time this year.
All right, we'll turn this over to you. Clearly, I am in a state of great emotional distress, having always lost. Why do the basketball people always go so early?
Because they're too tall to dance.
Dirk Nowitzki, I'm going to need you to come on Dancing with the Stars to make this up. Okay.
We're sorry to lose you, Charles.
Let us know what you thought about this episode. Should Carole Baskin really stay over Charles Oakley? Would you have want to tell Charles Oakley that he is eliminated from the show? I would not want to deliver that bad news to him. Let us know in the comments. And if you like this video, give us a like, subscribe, support us further. Check those links to the store, our Patreon, and we'll see you here next time.